Hey guys, it's LaQuinta from Whole Beauty Wellness. Welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, hit the subscribe button so you can come back to see more videos just like this. I love talking about personal development, self-love, self-care, and just being intentional about doing life and being happy. So today I'm going to talk about how to love yourself, how to love on yourself, how to give yourself grace and ease and walk through life being confident. You may have been through some things in life that has caused you to kind of fall out of love with yourself. Now you want to regain love, regain confidence with yourself, or you may have never been in love with yourself. You may not know how that feels. It's hard to love others when you don't love yourself, including your kids. A lot of times we end up giving them things and experiences and stuff to show our love when really we need to love them the way they need to be loved. But we think by giving them things that's loving on them. But when we love ourselves and we learn to recognize what we need, we're able to recognize what others need, like I said, including our kids, to serve their needs and serve our needs as well. If you're not aware of your emotions and your feelings, sometimes we try to get love or get what we need from others that we need to give ourselves. Self-love is not manicures, pedicures, the external stuff. Self-love is more internal, doing the inner work, working through emotions and feelings and limiting beliefs that you have about yourself and facing those fears and just doing the inner work. It's not outer surface level stuff. So don't get self-love confused with self-care. My self-love journey has been a process. I can remember when I used to drop my daughter off at school, I would go just take walks and just think and try to understand what I'm going through, why I'm not happy, why I feel unworthy of certain things, certain relationships. But once you start just doing the work, you can't put a time on it. It's just gonna slowly happen over time. You can't say by next year I want to be happy, because you don't know. There will be more interruptions, there will be more things that are happening in your life, but you learn how to dance through those interruptions. You learn how to work through those emotions, because there will definitely be things that come up. But when you study growing and learning and you're doing the work, you end up learning how to manage your emotions during the good and the bad. So the first thing I want to share is forgiveness. When you learn to forgive yourself for what you did not know, what you are learning, what you're discovering about yourself, it's easier for you to love on yourself. And the first way to forgive yourself is just acknowledge your mistakes. Acknowledge what you've done in the past and learn to welcome those emotions in. It may be challenging in the beginning because you're disappointed, you're sad, you're confused, you're angry. There's so many emotions that you will experience when you're learning to forgive yourself, because you're digging up those old things that has happened and you're welcoming them in, and it causes more pain. So once you acknowledge your feelings, you welcome in your feelings, you learn to work through that and forgive yourself for what you did not know, you're able to move forward. During this self-love process, when you're trying to love yourself, there will be new discoveries, there will be new feelings, new emotions, new things that you never even knew that were there. So learn to be kind to yourself, learn to give yourself some grace. You know, if there's someone that you trust, reach out to that person so they can give you some grace, because a lot of times we're harder on ourselves, and the people around us will love on us and show us what we need. So just be kind to yourself, you know, rub on yourself, pat yourself on the back, and give yourself some grace. If your child or your close friend or even your mother was feeling bad about themselves, how would you speak to them? Speak to yourself how you would speak to your child, how you would speak to a good friend. We can give good advice. We can tell our friends and the people that we love good things, but we don't tell ourselves the same thing. So practice self-love by speaking love to yourself, being kind to yourself, and just doing things that is going to add value to your life, not tear you down, not make you feel unworthy, and not make you feel like you don't belong. Another tool that you can use to figure out how to love yourself is journaling. When you journal your process, when you journal your emotions and your feelings, you start discovering things and you're able to document your journey so you can go back and see how far you've come. And also, journaling is healing. You're detoxing, you're releasing those emotions and you're releasing those feelings. So get out a journal when you're feeling sad, when you're confused. Get out your journal and write down things. Download it on a piece of paper so that you can uncover some of that confusion that's inside of you. Another thing is we have these negative beliefs about ourselves. We tell ourselves these stories that are not true. So when you're telling yourself this negative story or you have this negative belief about yourself, write down a positive thing that can replace that negative thought and feel that feeling of how you want to feel instead of what you're currently feeling. Anytime you're having a negative thought, always replace that negative thought with a positive thought. And this just has to become a part of your lifestyle. This has to become a habit because it's natural for us to feel unworthy. It's natural for us to feel shameful and angry and feeling guilty about things that we've done in the past. But that is the past. The past, it has happened. It no longer exists. So we have to create a better future and move forward so that we can create the life that we desire. Also, get clear about what you truly want for yourself. If you're not feeling good about yourself, if you're currently in a situation that is not serving you, get clear about what you truly desire. Because if what you're currently doing is not what you want to do or not where you want to be, then get crystal clear about what you want and start working towards that thing that you desire. I remember a time when I was at the lowest point of my life. All I knew was to run. When I had an issue, when I had a problem, run from everyone, get rid of people. And that's what I would do. But I knew that I had to do something different. I knew that running would no longer serve me anymore and I'm gonna be lonely and without people. So I went on a fast. So a fast is another thing that you can do. I withheld from food, sugar, I exercised, I woke up at 5 a.m. and I just started doing these external things that would help me to get a clearer mind. And I became so clear about what I was doing wrong to help me become happier. Research fasting, the best fast for you. And maybe fasting would help you discover what you need to do to love on yourself and to love on the people around you the right way. The last thing I'm going to share, if you are feeling unloved or unworthy, continue to read books, continue to watch podcasts, continue to do the inner work, discovering your triggers and things that are not adding value to your life, things that are not bringing you joy, and start working towards the things that you desire, the way you want to feel, who you want to become. And the more you take action, the more you step into that new person, the more you speak up for yourself, the more you get around people who are adding value to your life, you start becoming more confident, you start loving yourself, and you start feeling good about yourself. So make that a part of your lifestyle. Continue to grow, continue to learn by getting the information that you need. And remember, your past experiences is not who you are. It was an experience, it happened. And most of the time it happened for you to give you a lesson so that you can take that lesson and move forward and not do it again. And if you don't know who you are, start discovering that. Start exploring a little deeper with that, because who you are doesn't identify with the things that you have, or the car that you have, or the house that you have, or the job that you have, or the amount of money that you make. Who you are is your character, your personality, how you treat people, how you treat yourself. Start exploring a little deeper with those things to find out who you are and who you would like to become. And when you identify with what you have, when it's all taken away, then you completely lose yourself. But when you are growing your mind, you're growing your character, you're growing your heart and your love for people, people can't take that away. But they can take your car. You can get into a car accident. You can lose your job and lose your house, or your business could fail. But when you work on who you are, the inside of you, your heart, your intentions, that will last forever. Your experiences, they're not who you are. You're more than that experience, and that's not your identity. So don't identify with what has happened to you. Identify with who you want to become and who you are becoming. When you have an identity switch, you no longer identify as that person who you used to be. You now identify with who you're trying to become and who you are currently. And you don't let people tell you what has happened in the past, or people bring you down for what you've done in the past. You literally switch and you walk in confidence. You walk knowing that, yeah, things will happen in my life, but I'm going to move forward and I'm going to continue to thrive and just do life and be happy. So I created a 30-day self-love discovery challenge. It's a challenge to help you create daily acts of love, to help you discover new habits that's going to serve you and move you toward the life that you desire. So if you want to join, click the link in the description. I actually have it on sale for $49 right now. I was going to take it off sale, but I want to help. I want more people to sign up for the 30-day challenge. So I'm going to leave it on sale for a while. So if you haven't signed up and you've been wanting to sign up, the time is now. So click the link in the description to join the Self-Love Discovery Channel. This self-love journey is a lifelong process. Don't think that you're just going to arrive at happiness tomorrow or next week or next month, even next year. This is going to be a part of your life for the rest of your life, because there will always be something. When you get to a new level, there will be a new devil. Something always is going to try to attack you, but you have to learn how to dance through those attacks, how to work through different things and dig up those tools that you have to help you get to where you need to be. And that should be peace and happiness. So there are so many things that you can do. I just gave you a few things to do, and do your own research. Start researching what self-love is to you. Self-love can mean something totally different than what I believe it means to me. So always do your own research, dig a little deeper, get some books, and understand what is self-love to you. I love you all. I'm gonna end this video right here. Don't forget to subscribe to come back to see more videos just like this. I will be back next week. I'm gonna try my best to upload new videos every week. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.